What's up, guys? It's Tetrosphere, and I do have another match for us to watch from the case tournament at GalaxyBusterTCG. Sorry, I took my brain a minute there to think of words. To celebrate the release of the set Duelist Advance. As promised, I have another question for you guys. Another little topic to discuss. I'm curious what you guys think. If card destruction is unlimited, if they allow you to play 3 copies, does card destruction see play in modern Yu-Gi-Oh? Let me know down below. With that out of the way, let's jump into the match. We do have Alex on the left on Blue Eyes, and on the right is Devin playing Lunalight. This is the same Lunalight player from our round 2 feature. Looks like Alex is going to get us started with Primite Lordly Load, adding Ether Barrel to hand, normal summoning, and then of course Ether Barrel will allow us to set that Drill Beam. No interaction from Devin, so we're going to go ahead and link off the barrel into our Link 1 Spirit with Eyes of Blue, which will search the field spell. It will not because we opened the field spell, but it looks like we're thinking here. Might have been, okay, I'm not sure what happened there, but either way, looks like Lordly Load is going to go ahead and attempt its effect instead to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from deck. So this might be a Seal's Pass. We did brick pretty decently. We have both the vanilla Blue Eyes and the field spell in our hand. And it looks like Droll and Lockbird. So that's what we're going to use to back up our play here. Yep, we're just going to go ahead and go into our Hieratic Heavenly Spheres. And not even going to activate the field spell. We're just going to keep that in hand as a resource. Okay, opening play from Devin. We do have Foolish Burial Goods. And thinking on what to send here. Last round we did see that it was the Serenade Dance, but this time we're going to go ahead and go for Lunalight Perfume, which let us refresh what the graveyard effect actually is here. We are going to go ahead and attempt that effect. And looks like you can banish it from the grave, discard a card, and add a Lunalight monster from deck to hand. So we're going to go ahead and add Gold Leo, it seems. And it looks like we discarded one of the older cards that was like the Silver Hound or Wolf, or I don't know. They're all just like animals in colors, right? Golds and silvers and grays and crimsons. But it looks like that is Kaleido Chick, if I'm not mistaken. And that's going to be met with Drill Beam. So now we're going to go ahead and go with Masquerade. And that is going to be met with Seals, which is going to be met with Called by the Grave. Huge. Our plays are now online with a couple monsters in the grave and that Kaleido Chick on the field. Yellow Martin sent to grave from deck. And it looks like we're going to go ahead, and I do believe this is our normal summon of Gold Leo. And Yellow Martin from grave is attempting to bounce Masquerade to summon herself. I believe that's what's happening here. That summon goes through. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and overlay for a Tornado Dragon who's going to pop a Lordly Load. Okay. Now it seems like we're attempting Gold Leo's effect, which I do believe Or maybe we didn't. Maybe we just scaled Tiger and then used Tiger's effect to summon the Kaleido Chick back from deck, or from grave. Kaleido Chick is then going to dump Leo Dancer. It is negated, so it doesn't actually copy the name. Just double checking Gold Leo there. It seems like we are in fact able to use its effect to add from grave to hand. And we're going for a link play here. Going for that cross sheep. And we're going to go polymerization. Now, I forget exactly what card does it, but there is a card that lets you use Poly as like a Miracle Fusion. But I don't know that we've actually successfully done that. It seems like we haven't. What are we trying to read here? Is it the... Yeah, so it looks like we're just going to go ahead and fuse from field to make the Perfume Dancer. And Cross Sheep is going to summon the Kaleido Chick back from grave. And I'm not so sure which effect got polymerization back in the hand. Would that have been Perfume Dancer? Now, it doesn't say anything about putting polymerization back in the hand, but there might be some other effect that did that I'm not 100% sure of. Alright, so we were able to rescale the Tiger to once again summon from grave. Is it Masquerade that lets you Miracle Fusion? Oh, okay, so Masquerade is what puts polymerization from grave back in hand, then discard a card. And if you do once, if you fusion summon a Lunalight monster this turn, you can banish monsters from your grave as material. Okay, so that's what Masquerade does, as well as the Foolish from deck. Alright, so because Alex is a man of great intellect and his time is very valuable to him, he realizes that this cinematic presentation is not worth watching till the end, and we are instead just going to go ahead and accept defeat in Game 1 and try again in Game 2. Noticing a pretty aggressive... no, that's only like 6 cards. Looks like 5 Chummies and an Imperm coming out. 6 coming in. On the side of Devin, gee, what do you bring in against Blue Eyes? Because a lot of the techs that are great into the format aren't super good into Blue Eyes. They're just kind of okay. Like the Chummies and Joel are usually just okay into Blue Eyes. Not amazing. But, you know, maybe it's really your only option. I'm not so sure how great back row hate is right now, so people might not be on the Harpies in the Lightning Storms that are normally pretty solid against Blue Eyes White Dragon Primite. But if Devin is playing those cards, that's definitely something that could come in. Let's see if we can get a look at what the siding situation is over here. Oh, I do see the Harpies and the Featherstorms. Didn't quite make out what that monster was, though. Yeah, that called by the grave on the seals had to feel really bad. That had to feel bad, man. Although, as I'm reading Lunalight Masquerade, I actually think it was kind of meaningless because you could just activate it again. It says you can only use each effect, but you would still get the poly situation, so he might have been able to extend into plays anyway, even if that did get bounced. But hey, who knows? That was then. This is now. Game 2 is about to be underway in just a few short moments once our players have finished siding. All right, shuffling up. Here we go. I'm just brimming with anticipation to see Alex go first once again, have an opportunity to really show what this deck's capable of. I know you don't believe in it, but Alex, you are the best Blue Eyes player at Galaxy, I promise you. I promise you. Perhaps in the whole world. There's a reason the camera loves you. Whenever we do these case tournaments, you're always in the top tables getting put on the camera, man. Oh, but luckily you were able to draw another Blue Eyes White Dragon, so that's really nice. At least you have wishes this time, but we're going to go ahead and start off with Lordly Load once again. In the barrel, of course, and then we're going to go ahead and set. Gotta be Drill Beam. There we go. God board. Link 1. This time we actually have a target in deck to search with. Here comes the Mausoleum of White. We're going to go Wishes, discard the vanilla Blue Eyes to add Maiden, and we could go Majesty or Roar. We're going to go ahead and go Roar. Still nothing from Devin. Mausoleum of White hits the field. And we're going to go ahead and pitch Maiden to activate True Light. Now it looks like we go Field Spell, target Link 1 to Foolish our other vanilla Blue Eyes. Spirit, summon Blue Eyes, Maiden summon herself, and a Synchro level 9 play is established. Inspecting our graveyard as Blue Eye Spirit hits the field in gorgeous QCR. A man of class. Truly. We've got a couple options here. We have a Veiler and a Droll backing our push-up. So it looks like we're going to go Roar to special, and then we're going to go True Light to special. So it seems like we're going to go ahead and go Seals with the Spirit. Yes, indeed. So we don't have Majesty, but we do have Drill Beam, and we have Seals. Looks like now we're going to go ahead and go Lordly Load. Oh, it was, okay, it was Lordly Load that summoned the Blue Eyes, so True Light could set Majesty. Of course. Of course. And it looks like we top deck Fualos. So we're going to go ahead and activate that, which makes sense because it will get us a draw when the Spirit tags out. So right here we're going to go ahead and go True Light to summon the Blue Eyes. and then Maiden to summon herself. This, I believe, is to make the Drill Beam live. Oh, tributing. Why did we tribute 3 monsters? What just happened? Why were Seals, Blue Eyes, and Spirits tributed for Lava Golem? Seal also should have triggered there because it activates whenever it's tributed in the EMZ. He tried a normal summon. Am I tripping? Why were 3 monsters tributed? It was Spirit, OG Blue Eyes, and Seals. Why did all 3 of those go to the grave for Lava Golem? Lava Golem tributes 2, not 3. You're thinking of Sphere mode, if that's the case. Youch. And it looks like someone scooped. What did I just miss? Hold up. So, right, we can't normal. So... Who just scooped? Don't tell me the match is already over. Are we siding? Or are we unsiding? Say it ain't so. Tell me this is an unside, or we're siding, not unsiding. Okay. I don't know, man. It looks like players are siding, not unsiding. So I do think that was Devin that scooped after realizing he didn't have any plays. So we do have a Game 3 afoot. All right. Looks like our players have sided. They're shuffling. This will be the game that determines. Now, here's the thing. We have Lunalight presumably going first. Does Blue Eyes struggle going second? Yes and no. It's kind of matchup dependent. But can Blue Eyes go second into the Liger Dancer? We'll find out. If any Blue Eyes player can do it, it's Alex. That is just undeniable. He's him. Shuffling up, offering cut. There's the handshake. 5 cards drawn for the opening hands. Looking over at our boy Devin on the right. I think I maybe saw a Go spell, if anything. Looks like we're going to start off with whatever the hell that thing is, which discards to add, it appears. That seems to be what is happening. We are adding polymerization. Dueling Lockbird! Oh, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Alex, you are my boy. Foolish Burial comes down in open game state. Is that Lancia as well? Yes, it is. Oh, my goodness. Another Lunalight hits the grave, but it does not matter. Out comes Kaleido Chick, but it does not matter. I promise you, our boy is going to prevail. Lunalight is not. You know what? As a commentator, I shouldn't be picking sides, but god damn it, Alex is my boy. He's a stream favorite. Always on the stream. Always happy to provide content for the channel. I gotta root for him. I got to. And he's playing Blue Eyes, man. That deck has vanillas in it. He has monsters in his deck that don't do anything. And he's up against fucking Lunalight. God damn. Love that shit. Alright, enough glazing. Let's get back to the match. Another Lunalight jerk-off card that I don't know exactly what it does, and I'm sick of looking these guys up. Hits the graveyard. This must be off Kaleido Chick trying to copy its name. It must have an effect when sent to grave to summon from grave. And we're going to go for a polymerization into our Serenade Dancer. Looks like we're attempting a couple triggers here, and Stoddard is just going to make sure that those are both actually legal activations, which it looks like they are. Okay. With no Masquerade, we're not able to Miracle Fuse. We're holding the Lancia here. We know that there's probably no need to do anything crazy. Kaleido Chick hits the field. Was this our normal? Did we start off with a normal summon? I'm not so... No, I don't think so. I think we started off with a discard. So, Kaleido Chick is fine. And it looks like it's going to send... Is that the Gold Leo? No, that's Yellow Martin. Yellow Martin. And now we're going to go Perfume to summon back that one that I don't quite recognize. Good lord. I need a better camera. I can't read these names, half of them. But it seems like it's able to... Oh, Yellow Martin can bounce it back to hand to summon herself, so now we have a rank 4 play online. Or another polymerization play, perhaps. Perfume Dancer is returning that other chick to hand to normal summon Kaleido Chick. Alex very wisely double-checking to make sure that that is actually what the card does. And it seems like that is actually what the card does. So Kaleido Chick will Foolish once more. Sending, I believe, is that Leo Dancer or something like that? And now we're going to go Polymerization. Fusing with 4 bodies, 2 from hand, or 1 from hand, 3 from field. One of them was banished because it's banished when it leaves the grave, or when you revive it from grave, you banish it when it leaves the field. We have some grave triggers once again, and Liger Dancer has hit the board. So, despite the Dueling Lockbird, Alex does have a Liger Dancer to play into. Alright, we have Foolish Burial Goods to send the Black Goat Laughs. That could be pretty big. Normal Summon Barrel to get things started. We're going to go ahead and chain Black Goat Laughs. Curious what we called. Regardless, we're going to go ahead and link off into the Spirit. My camera gets knocked. Did I miss a hand trap coming down on that barrel? Why wasn't that effect active? Why is there no Primite in the back row? Looks like we're going to go ahead and activate Mausoleum and use our extra normal to go Sage, which will search a level 1 late tuner on summon. We do have Maiden off of the Sage to go ahead and send a Grave to place True Light. Let's take a peek at our opponent's grave here, see if we can get a good idea of what's going down. Really curious what was called with Black Goat. We're going to go ahead and attempt the effect of True Light. And it looks like we're going to set Roar with that guy. Or maybe not. No, we do. Okay, Roar is set. Alright, and Roar is activated, summoning Blue Eyes. Maiden hits the field. And it looks like we're attempting Liger Dancer here to blow up the board. Alright, that happens. So we're going to set 2 cards. We're going to pass and activate Lancia, it seems. And we're going to go ahead and attempt True Light to summon from grave, but that's going to be met with Ghost Bell. Alright, so we're just going to swing in with the Liger Dancer. With no Lancia, it might not be quite possible for our man to extend into game. Plus, we do have 2 cards set. Alright, we're going to draw for turn. Barrel is going to come back to hand because we have a Vanilla in grave. Let's take a look at our opponent's graveyard once more. Ooh, we got Magnamut. Chain Impulse. And he must have a trap in his grave because Magnamut got popped. I don't remember what it would have been. Maybe the, was the Serenade Dance ever foolish? Should that have actually been a pop? Regardless. There's no trap in grave. Magnamut comes back to hand. Yeah. Okay. Glad that was figured out. We're going to go ahead and normal summon Barrel. And this time we do get some Primite back row. We're going to go ahead and go load, activate load, which will add to hand another Barrel. Okay. Do we have a way to push through this Liger Dancer? Link 1 into Spirit. That's fine. Spirit is going to summon. Blue Eyes is going to hit the field. Maiden is going to hit the field. Liger Dancer is going to Raigeki. Okay, so it looks like we're attempting True Light. Oh! We're going to Foolish Blue Eyes with the Field Spell, targeting our own Blue Eyes, which will beef its attack stat. Is it 200 per level or 100? So that makes it 38. Plus load gives it attack, so it was able to beat over the Liger Dancer. Because I do believe load gives it, is it 500 attack per vanilla engrave? So that would have been a 4,300. So the Liger Dancer is at least outed for now, but we do need to get through the follow-up. We're going to sit on a couple Blue Eyes and pass it back to Devin, who's going to go ahead and draw for turn. And we're going to use the graveyard effect of Lunalight Perfume, banish itself, discard to add, and that's going to be met with Dominus Purge. What do we got? Do we have any way to play from the graveyard? I'm not really sure exactly what just happened with those two other monsters getting banished. It must have been some other quick effect to banish. And perhaps search. To my knowledge, Liger Dancer does not have such a graveyard effect, but another main deck monster might have had one to banish itself and another one to add. We're going to add Tiger, and it seems like we're just going to scoop. Blue Eyes takes down the Liger Dancer. I'm stoked, man. I'm fucking stoked. I hate Lunalight. I'm not a crazy big fan of Blue Eyes, but I'm a fan of Alex. Whatever deck he plays, I'm rooting for. And whatever deck is playing against Lunalight, I'm rooting for. Fuck Lunalight. What a great match. What a time to be alive. What a day to play Yu-Gi-Oh! What a day to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. We have one more round of Swiss to watch together. I'm looking forward to it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.